Hello, Leo. This will be your October 2021. So, all right, Leos, to begin with your reading, the first card that comes up, in fact, is the Eight of Swords. Now, when we talk about the Eight of Swords, Leo, this can be a challenging time for you. It can be a very challenging situation. Speaking about the Eight of Swords, you guys, it kind of talks about there being a possibility. Swords meaning it's not a positive sign. It means you're trapped. It means with this Eight of Swords that you're putting yourself, some of you, in your own mental prison. With the Eight of Swords, it also can talk about feeling trapped, feeling helpless over a situation. Leos, you have gone back and forth in your mind about a particular situation. At the same time, with the Eight of Swords, for some of you, there could be interference from outside sources, maybe an outside force. Somebody may be pushing you or making you feel as if you need to seclude yourself or you need to isolate yourself. For some of you, it's kind of like you've been hijacked because you're limiting your own beliefs. Although your beliefs do feel real in a situation, you may be considering or believing that something was quite different than what it actually was. For some of you, you are holding back. For some of you, your throat chakra needs to open up. You are not speaking your truth, or you're not speaking the truth that you know. For some of you, you're not saying something to someone that you need to say. You're not doing it. For some of you, the only way to get yourself out of this situation, Leo, is to take off your blindfold. You have to choose to see what's really happening. All right? For a lot of you, what you believe is not true. What you believe happened in a particular situation did not happen. Not the way you're choosing to see it. For some of you, you must change your beliefs, which will then allow you to change your thoughts, your words, your actions, and then your choices. Remember, Leos, that the change has to happen from the inside before it can happen anyplace else. Your next card comes up. Matter of fact, let me use this stand. I think it'd be a little bit easier maybe for you to even see. So the first card that you had was the Eight of Swords. Your next card comes up. Again, swords. You guys are really struggling with something. Something that you're going to have to cut out. Cut out a behavior. Cut out the way you're thinking. Cut out the people that aren't serving you right. That aren't treating you right. That aren't making your life better. They're actually complicating your life. So when we talk about the Two of Swords, the Two of Swords is because you're feeling torn between two options. Balancing, trying to balance two opposing forces, meaning two different types of energy. Maybe two different people for some of you. Maybe for some of you, you can't choose which partner you'd rather be with. Or maybe, in fact, your partner is having that issue. But having two opposing forces in your life creates a lot of frustration. Creates that endless feeling, which makes sense why you're feeling trapped the way you're feeling. It makes sense, Leo. For some of you, you may want to compromise or try to find a different way from what your normal choices would be. So if you normally would choose this type of person and it hasn't worked out in the past, you may decide now to choose the other person. For some of you, you may be trying to choose even just between one person and yourself. And maybe you're finally going to decide to choose you. Because normally you invest all your energy, your thought, your time into the other person. So maybe now this is talking about making a change where you're going to choose yourself. For a lot of you, try not to rely too much on logic or your intellect too much. Try not to. Try to work with your intuition to make the best decisions that are for you. For each one of you, because there are so many, it's going to be different. This is not the time for bold action. This is the time to go within, Leo. You got to find the balance. The wisdom that's within you will come through. You know, it's not like you have a deadline. You don't have to rush. You don't have to speed this decision up. You need to take your time. Take your time to investigate your own intuition, your own feelings, your own emotions, what it is that you want to do for you. Once you make this decision, you will feel relief. You will feel like all the weight of the world is off of your shoulders. Again, this is for the month of October. Leo, of course, I expected this to come up in your cards. Of course, you have the Strength card. Of course you do. Because with the Strength card, there is truth in that card. The truth in that card talks about where your energy comes from. That card also is known as the healing card, the healer. It represents the lessons that you've learned in the past, which is going to help you to make that choice or decision. It also represents the strength that you gain and have gained in the past to fully accept all the different aspects of yourself. See, for a lot of you, this being the healer card, this is the Strength card showing that in the past, you've overcome so many obstacles. You're able to walk away from all the disasters that happened in the past and move forward with strength due to the experience and knowledge that you gained from other things that you've been through. Don't forget about that when you're trying to make that decision. Don't forget about adding or implementing those experiences that you had previously to keep you strong and moving forward, to help you to make the right choice or decision. For some of you, there could be lessons about trust and betrayal. Maybe friends, enemies, or the facade versus reality. But you do have the courage and the inner strength and confidence to survive and thrive through all of it. So yes, you may be dealing with people who've betrayed you. You may be dealing with a relationship that was full of betrayal, a friendship that was full of betrayal. Any enemies, anybody who created a trust issue for you, you have the strength and the confidence now to thrive through all of it. The next card that comes up for you is the Four of Pentacles. With the Four of Pentacles, I like the number 4. I really do. 4 is pretty much the number that, and for some reason it's coming through so strong, 4. And I know 4 through my spirit guide telling me that 4 can talk about seeking security. It can talk about, especially with the Pentacles, when you talk about the Four of Pentacles, it is definitely about not wanting something that's fake, not wanting something that's temporary, not wanting to settle for less. It's talk about seeking security. Now, for some of you, the 4 can represent stability, security, and things that don't move. kind of think about a foundation with 4 corners, like a square. It's very strong and sturdy. It's a place where, like in a room, where you feel okay, especially when you're not in a large crowd. You might feel safer when you're home in your own environment, it talks about. But when we talk about the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, it's about gathering information. It's about observing what's going on. You can see how they're watching and observing. It's about investing and also sharing what you have. For some of you, this card could be also about investing in yourself, like I said you're going to do when you're making a decision. Just like when we had the Two of Swords. It's talking about you want to take care of yourself. You want to build a future for all the people that you love, or with the people that you love. Now, for some of you, this card could represent hoarding. Always wanting more. Never enough. It's like one is nowhere near enough. You need thousands and thousands. For some of you, it's, I have this money, but that's not enough. I need more. Or I have this drink, and that's not enough. I need more. For some of you, it could be you're collecting a lot of things in your house. It could be that your house is filling up with shit that it don't need to be there. It's actually, for some of you, becoming a very bad hoarding situation and talking about something that needs to change quickly before authorities have to step in. For some of you, this card, again, speaks so strongly of you trying to be careful of your finances, of you also wanting to create, like I said, a solid foundation. The next card that comes up for you is the Ten of Swords. You guys have a lot of swords going on here. A lot of swords. When we talk about the Ten of Swords, did you hit rock bottom? What exactly happened here? Because the 10 represents completion, but it also can represent success. So when you see this, yeah, it's something's finally done and over with. Yeah, you might have had to lose everything in order to get everything. So for some of you who are down and out, you lost your job, or you lost your place, or you lost your car, you lost something, you lost a person, you lost a relationship. It's okay. You got to tell yourself, Leos, that it's okay. Because the truth is, this ending, in fact, represents a completion. Something's finally completed. Maybe the season that you were in with this person, this relationship, may have come to an end. It might be hard for you to deal with that. It may feel like you were so close. It may feel like, you know what, you put so much time and energy in, and yet you just can't get there. You got this person to change a lot of things about themselves, and yet you just can't get them to reach that commitment level. Things go really well. You agreed on the same things. You had a lot of fun. You made a lot of different memories. But every time it gets to the commitment level, they either back up, ghost you, change the subject, or don't take initiative on nothing. You got so close. And I get it. But with the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Swords is definitely a card that can talk about you feeling betrayed. Yes, hitting rock bottom, like I said. It's either due to your own actions or the actions of your enemies. So either you created this because you didn't put all you had in it. You didn't try to make the necessary changes that you needed to change. You didn't become accountable or take accountability for your actions. For some of you, or for some of you, other people caused problems for you. Other people created this disaster, this situation. Other people got involved where they didn't need to, where it was none of their business. The general meaning of this card is brutal. But it also carries a message that the past is now over. It no longer is holding you captive or prisoner. It's actually a celebration card because now you're free to move away and to start and do what you want to do, what's best for you in the direction that you choose. That's a freeing type of feeling. Extremely positive. For some of you, not all of you, but for some of you, you may feel like you're in the muck. You might feel like you're in the muck right now. A sense of a total loss, feeling defeated, feeling like life let you down, people let you down, partners let you down. You're feeling like you're at the absolute bottom of something. I get how painful that feeling is. I get how you just want somebody to understand what you're feeling. It's an unwanted ending. You didn't want it to turn out this way, and I understand that. But honestly, you can't deny the situation any longer. What is done is done. Now your only option is to accept this fact and move on. Otherwise, you'll lay this way, and life will not get happier. It will maintain. You have to choose to pull yourself out one more time of this negative situation, of these negative feelings, and things will definitely move on. Your last card for this reading is the Seven of Swords. Again, swords all month for you, Leo. With the Seven of Swords, again, betrayal through trickery. Somebody has betrayed you. Somebody has created some type of foolishness. They've tried to trick you, fool you, create a fake or a facade atmosphere. For some of you, somebody is being sneaky or they're lying to you. So if you think somebody's trying to be on your side or trying to be helpful, this could be a close friend. This could be somebody who's also interested in your partner. This could be somebody who's jealous that you had a partner and they want you to be just with them. This could be a friend. This could be a family member. This could be somebody who wanted to sabotage a situation for you. This is somebody that's dishonest. This is somebody who's not telling you the truth. Somebody may also be gossiping about you. They also could be trying to copy you, act like you, dress like you, put the hair like you. They're trying to be you. Or somebody is hating on you in some kind of way. It's kind of like rooted jealousy. Even though their words, I get it, and their behaviors hurt, and their judgmental, even critical behavior says a lot more about their wounds than it does about your choices. In other words, this action of this person who's being so hateful, who's so jealous, who's so envious of you, their wounds are 10 times worse, actually, than what yours are. They're striking out because wounded people hurt wounded people. For some of you, if you're dealing with a jerk who's gossiping and lying or stealing, be prepared. The truth is going to come to light very quickly on what somebody's doing. Somebody's going to have to pay for the pain that they caused you. So just know, during the month of October, yes, you're fighting with a lot of swords here. Yes, you're fighting with some decisions. Yes, we're in that period now where the energy is changing. We are almost at the end of the retrograde. We are almost where Saturn's changing as well. But we're at the point where everything that you've been working so hard to try to create and accomplish that you weren't seeing the results of is going to come out now in the month of October. You are going to start getting the truth of everything. The liars' truths will come to light. People being sneaky will come to light. People manipulating will come to light. Doors that are going to open for you to allow you to achieve success and your goals and become financially stable is coming for you. So October is not a bad month. It's a month of some lessons. It's a month of experience. It's a month of challenges. But most of all, Leo, it's a month of transformation, preparing you, because what's coming in November is going to finally start to create the journey that you've always wanted to be on, that you've longed for, that you wanted to have that great partnership, that you wanted to have that great love affair, that you wanted to have that family, that you wanted to have that beautiful home. Those things are coming. So be patient. This is only October. We've got plenty of time before the end of the year so that 2022 can be everything that you want it to be. Yes, there'll always be challenges. Yes, there'll always be lessons. Yes, there'll always be disappointments. But there also will be favor, blessings, releasing, obtaining, growing, expanding, and most of all, love. So be patient, Leo, but this is your October 2021.